In a world where dinner is boring, your wallet's on life support, and you just don't know what to make, Broke Gourmet's got your back. Okay, so I had 2 4-foot rows of corn, right? And it was time to harvest what I was going to get off of it for the year. And this is what I ended up with. Yeah, not quite what I was expecting. So now I got to think, what am I going to do with this? So I thought creamed corn, except not a creamed corn like with a bechamel sauce, but by using the starches and the sugars in the corn itself to thicken the cream. So I thought that we would do that. I got some more corn because clearly that's not going to be enough. And got a few other things. So let's head over to my tiny little kitchen and see what it is that we're going to be using to make this delicious homemade creamed corn. Now, I've only ever made creamed corn by using a bechamel sauce, which is, of course, butter and flour and doing it that route. But the corn has its own starch. It's like using corn starch, go figure. But I'm going to add one extra little special ingredient to it. You'll see what I'm talking about. And creamed corn, it's not quite what I would call a main course. It's something you'd put on the side or maybe over some mashed potatoes, or a country biscuit would be really good. So let's head over. This is what we're using. It's not very much. It doesn't take a lot of ingredients, which is what makes this one absolutely incredible. All right, so this is what we got going on. Look at this. Look at these little corns. I mean, clearly there's not enough here, so I had to get 4 more ears. This, I guess, is the secret weapon for keeping it creamy so you can reheat it without it breaking. We'll find out if that works. Some garlic, shallots, butter, ground nutmeg, thyme leaves, freeze-dried chives for the top, a little bit of sugar, whole milk, whipping cream, pepper, salt, and of course some Parmesan. We'll be using this method for the corn because we want all of that corn essence and starch. All right, this is what we're doing. Let's get this stuff prepped up. Now I went with shallots instead of onion. They just get a lot more flavor out of them. And I chopped up about 6 cloves of garlic and cubed up the 1 small potato. And now these we're going to grate up. We're going to grate up 2 of these, and 2 of these will be cutting the corn straight off the cob. Now grating the corn off is pretty self-explanatory. It helps you get all the way down to the cob, and I tried to cut as much of the corn kernels off the other 2 as I possibly could. Alright, as you can see, we got quite a bit of corn germ and liquid starch in there. Here's our regular corn. Now we need to get the shallots and garlic cooked off. Right, 4 tablespoons of butter goes in. Get that all melted off. We're going to add our shallots and our garlic. Cook it for like a minute or 2. Don't burn it. Then we're going to add all of our corn. Make sure you scrape all of that milk, that corn milk, in there. Mix it all up real good. Now we're going to add 2 cups of milk and 1 cup of heavy cream. Blend that up and add the potato. Now we're going to throw our seasonings in. 1 teaspoon of thyme, a half teaspoon of nutmeg, or a pinch, whatever. It gives it that nice nutty little flavor at the end. Bring it to a simmer. Okay, so right now we're just trying to get to where the potatoes are completely done. And then I'm going to take the masher over there to it nice and lightly. And then we'll whip it up some more and let let it steam and reduce, and it should thicken up. It looks like it's already starting to thick up pretty good. Now with the potato masher, I'm just going to mash it up. I'm not supposed to be using metal potato masher in this pan, but I don't have one with plastic on it, so this is what we're doing. Just being nice and careful with it. We want all that starch blended up. Mix it up real good. And now we're going to add about a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. Get that all melted up. And I think we're about done. That is done, my friends. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, let's dish it up. Put a little bit of dried chives on the top or some green onion or whatever you got, and bam. Well, there you have it, a real easy way to use up leftover corn. And you notice I didn't put salt and pepper in it. I figure salt and pepper, to each their own, you know, salt and pepper to taste. And I was going to use a little bit of sugar, but I didn't have to. The corn was sweet enough as it was. So I haven't had a chance to taste it yet. Now, the potato, supposedly the potato makes it so that it reheats easier without breaking the cream. I guess I'll find out tomorrow at work, but I want to try this real quick because I haven't had a chance to try the finished product. Really creamy. It's thick. You can really taste the nutmeg. I might have went with a pinch instead of half a teaspoon because you want that flavor subtle in the background. And if it gets too thick, you just add a couple tablespoons of milk and mix it up, thins it out a little bit. So hey, if you guys like what I do on my channel, do me a favor, like the video, consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.